What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in the Khaliis Take. You know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell just so you can get the newest and the bonus content first. But hey, let's just go ahead and jump right in. You know, it looks like there might be a slight change in plans in regards to the scheduling of Kawhi Leonard's return to the court. Now, of course, I wouldn't say this is any drastic news or anything like that, but it could be drastic to the people who believe that Kawhi Leonard was supposed to step on the floor opening night when the season starts. I've said before in my previous videos that there's a possible chance that he could step in opening night when the season starts, but I also said there was a possibility that he might step in, a few games into the season, like game number 10 or something like that into the season, or game number 5 into the season or something like that, instead of actually opening night. Opening night would be great, if he's able to actually do that, if he's able to actually, make a return at that time, because for one reason only, it'll definitely, help build the chemistry with the other players on the team, the younger players on the team, to get more acclimated with Kawhi. The sooner the better he can come back, because you want to be able to build that chemistry with the superstar player. In fact, that if the Clippers definitely going to make a run for the championship, in which of course I believe they will, because they have the clientele to do it. They have the coach, they have the superstar player in Kawhi, they got the budding superstar in PG, and they got the role players. I mean, the role players definitely proved themselves, last season, in regards to finding a way to make the play-in tournament with no superstar help on the floor for the most part of the season, while the neighbors down the road, or down the hallway, I should say, in the Lakers couldn't find a way to do it with 2 out of 3 top 75 players in the NBA of all time. So it tells you how good the Clippers really are as a team and how well-rounded they are as a team. So, you have to really take into consideration how good this team is and how great, they can be with the help and the services of Kawhi Leonard along with Paul George. So, it's definitely crucial that they have those 2 players, Kawhi and PG, as healthy as possible if they're going to make a run for this championship. And with Kawhi coming back, it definitely puts more pressure on them to win a championship because of how great he is and how great he's looked at by many. That's the reason why they're the favorite to win it, because they have Kawhi Leonard there. So my point is this: if they're able to get the best out of Kawhi Leonard in regards to being healthy, which of course if he's healthy, he's going to give you his best and he's going to be a top player in the league, no doubt about that. But if they can get the best out of him in regards to health and keep him healthy going and everything like that, and trust the fact that he can stay healthy along with Paul George, and the rest of the guys just chip in and do their part, I mean, it's sky's the limit for this team. Sky's the limit, no doubt. But in regards to Kawhi, coming back opening night, that would be great. I mean, of course, I'm definitely all in for that. There's still a great chance that he will. You can check this out on sportsillustrated.com or anything like that if you have any more questions about it. You can read into it a little bit more yourself. But there's still a great chance he will come back opening night. But when you read the reports, it basically just says that the Clippers are going to do the same thing they've pretty much always done with Kawhi Leonard or anybody of that nature. They're going to take it precautious, be as precautionary as they can, and they're going to definitely do what they can to appeal to Kawhi in any type of way they need to, just to make him feel comfortable being out there on the floor, whether they need to restrict his minutes for a little while, or, have him kind of, play a few games, get a little acclimated, see how he feels. Maybe take a game or 2 off here and there just to make sure he's 100% right before they, put him out there and just let him go. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's definitely what they should do. You got to be precautious with a player like Kawhi, because he's had an injury history before, and it's never really held him back from winning championships, as we see. But at the same time, you definitely want Kawhi to come back and help the team long term. You don't want to put too much on him, in the beginning of the season, having him play 40 minutes or something like that. I don't think the Clippers are going to do that. I mean, there's the very good chance the Clippers might actually just play him, a certain amount of minutes per game for a little while when he does decide to step on the floor. And then, as the season goes on, If he gets, better, healthier, which he will, I believe, and then eventually you put him into action and let him see what he can do and just take the chain off his neck and let him go, and play as many minutes as he need to in a game. And that's fine, because you definitely want your best player to be there long term. So if the Clippers are going to do that, which I believe they will, kind of restrict his minutes possibly, or they might just end up letting him go out there and be himself the whole time, because you think about it, he's been off from basketball for a year and some change now. So he really might actually be closer to 100% than what a lot of us believe. But either way, if he comes back game 5, game 10 of the season, something like that, that wouldn't bother me at all. Just the fact of knowing that Kawhi Leonard's going to be there this upcoming season, he's going to be on the floor, he's going to be available for them. That's all I need to know. And me personally, because I'm a Kawhi Leonard fan, I really don't even care too much about the regular season. Me personally, I would love to see him out there because I know he needs to build chemistry with John Wall and certain players on the team that he has never really actually had an opportunity to play with. But for the most part, my thing is with Kawhi Leonard, I've always said this: when playoff time comes, that's the Kawhi Leonard I'm ready to see. That's the Kawhi Leonard that we all need to see and need to watch, because he is the most dominant, probably one of the most dominant playoff performers we've ever seen, one of the best playoff performers we've ever seen too. So, that all goes hand in hand as well. So long as he's ready for playoff time, that's when, we'll get our popcorn ready, because Kawhi is definitely one of the best. To me, he's the best playoff performer I've ever seen. So I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see him play in that type of environment. So either way, as long as he gets enough reps during the season to where he feels comfortable and be ready for the playoffs, that's my thing. And that's pretty much where I'm at with it. That's the only thing I really want to see, because ultimately he could play all he wants during the regular season. That's fine. But the goal is to win a championship. And as long as he's ready when the playoffs start to go on that run for a championship, for that quest for a championship, that's all Clippers fans could really ask for. And that's all they really should actually, want and actually want to happen. So let's just see, how the Clippers utilize their strategy with Kawhi Leonard, and let's see how healthy he comes back. And hopefully he comes back opening night. But if not, he'll definitely be back this season, and he'll be ready to go in full force. And we'll see where the Clippers can take it from there. But hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section. Check out my other videos if you haven't. And hey, Khaliis out.